Good morning everyone and welcome to Infominati. Today we are going to do installation and review of Endeavour OS. So let's get started. For those of you who don't know, Endeavour OS is Arch Linux based Linux distribution system, the successor of Endeavour OS, which was discontinued in 2019. So we will go on with the installation. First of all, we will boot into the system and we have to do the live boot at first. From the live boot, we are popped up with an option to install the system or various other options such as look at the wiki of the Endeavour OS and many others. So we will install the system. There are two options, one is offline, one is online. The offline comes by default with the XFCE desktop environment. We will go with it. Basic installation steps here, just setting up the keyboards and setting up the partitions. I am installing this system on a virtual box, so I will just go with the entire disk. But if you are setting up a dual boot or you are setting it up as your main operating system, then you can do it as you desire. There is also an option to encrypt the system. So if you want to encrypt your system, you can do it also here. Next, we will go set up a user, put a password there, keep something that you can remember. That's a note for me because I tend to forget my password. And we will start with the final installation. I'll skip to the end as it's a very lengthy process and you don't want to sit all through it. So we have installed our system, and now what we have to do, first of all, as we are using it on VirtualBox, so we have to remove our installation media. In the system you have to remove your USB or the CD drive. In here I have to remove it from the storage settings so that it don't boot it again. And by removing it, we are telling our system to boot from the internal hard disk. So here we are booting up and we have our first screen. We'll select the OS. As you can see, it's XFCE desktop environment by default. And first of all, I think we have to change our resolution. So 1360 into 768 it is, and keep it. Okay, so let's check around. Here we have our desktops and various basic, our notifications, our battery, our network, and quick access toolbar. There's HTOP, which is like task manager for Linux. And we are welcomed with a welcome screen. Okay, let's go here. It's also available in the start menu. It gives you various options after the installation. Here we can select our mirrors. Let me select India. Okay, no mirrors are there present in India, so I will select the next closest one. I'll go with China and select the HTTP also. And okay, and it's scanning the mirrors in background. Okay, so we have found our mirrors. Now we will save it into our bash so that next time we upgrade or update anything, it will be done through these mirrors. Put our password and it's done. Also, this welcome so-called app comes with a lot of other options and utilities. Here we have our web links, and these are other options. We can download or change our desktop environment from here, which I think using VirtualBox XFCE is small and light on the resources. I will use the XFCE, but if you are using it on your system or your PC as your main driver, then you can change it according to yourself. We can check for update from here. No need to go into the terminal and type the commands, but I like it that way, so yeah. Okay, so as you can see, it's using the Arch Linux as its very core. So here we have Pacman and YY as our packet managers. YY has Pacman at its core. We are using AUR. Let's try installing some packages with it, but first let's go to the documentation of YY and how it works. So we will do the man. And the YY comes with a tons and tons of attributes which can be used. For now we are just looking at how to install the packages. So here we have YY and package name. That's the basic way to install a package in our Endeavour OS. But you can also go with YY and capital S then package name, just like the Pacman. Let me start by installing NewFetch. NewFetch is a command line based system information fetcher, which is quite dope. Okay, so it's already installed in Endeavour OS, which is good to know. And we will embed it into our bash RC. So next time we open up our terminal, it also get executed. So as you can see, it's pretty nice and clean and looks good. Okay, so it comes with its own log management system, not the terminal one, but an actual application for log management, which you can find in your so-called start menu. I don't know what they call it in Linux. And you can also install some basic apps from that welcome app. There is Firewall and a kernel manager. For those of you who are coming from Arch Linux, you must know that kernel management was a very important thing in Arch Linux. You can install your own kernels, you can tweak it according to yourself. So the Endeavour OS comes with the same functionality. And let's check out the firewall, what firewall it is providing. We'll install the firewall directly from our welcome app. And the installation is done. We will open up our firewall. It is asking for our authentication and password. Okay, so it's a pretty basic firewall. I guess we have options to turn it on and off. We can deny. Okay, so the incoming and outgoing packets is for the whole system. We can either check it from here or we can set our own rules. Okay, we have three categories. One is pre-configured, one is simple, one is advanced. Pre-configured are for those apps which are pretty basically used around the net in the system. Simple is for simply setting up a simple firewall, and advanced is for those who want a very advanced firewall. I think Linux users must start using firewall because there is a rumor around the internet that Linux can't be hacked. Linux can be hacked. It's not that secure as much as you think. You have to make it secure by yourself. So signing off. Have a good day.